I would be thankful if you subscribe, preferably to my channel. Not only do you make my day, but you also know when the next video arrives, so you can have another cozy moment very soon.
Our foundries will blaze with a red flame of construction as every new ship of war is baptized in blood and fire. Let our sacred work begin. Let our swords reap the harvest of the great truth. Become one with me in power and seize life eternal.
There exists a force that strikes fear into the hearts of even me. This force is not driven by the pursuit of wealth or power in the traditional sense, but by a dark, twisted faith. They are the Crimson Paladins, the elite vanguard of the Blood Raiders, and their story is one drenched in blood and mystery and terror. The Crimson Paladins are, for starters, not just warriors. They are zealots, knights in the blood-stained ship armor who believe that their mission is holy. Their origins are tied to the Sanisabic. This heretical offshoot of the Amarr religion is a religion that worship blood and think that that is the ultimate source of power. While the Blood Raiders as a whole are known for the brutal raids and thirst for blood, the Crimson Paladins take this obsession to an extreme. But I get ahead of myself. They are the chosen few, selected for the unwavering devotion and unmatched skill in battle, and they carry out their bloody rituals with the biggest smiles. To the Crimson Paladins, the blood of capsuleers is sacred. These immortal pilots who cheat death through cloning technology are seen as holy, but bad ones. Bad, holy, unholy ones. Now, by draining their blood, the Paladins believe that they can absorb some of their immortality. For example, extending their own lives or gaining otherworldly strength. Now, what you would use strength for in space, I don't know. It seems like the worst superpower to have. But anyway, this belief drives them to hunt the capsuleers relentlessly, turning the depth of space into a hunting ground where no one is safe. And of course, no one can hear you scream. Even if the Crimson Paladins are more than just a religious cult with a taste of blood, if I may add, dark rumors and frightening conspiracies swirl around their activities, hinting at a far more sinister agenda. Some whispers that the Paladins have uncovered ancient technologies and relics from a time before the rise of the current empires. It is said that they may allow them to manipulate life and of course death in a way that defies our understanding. Now, these technologies, they say, are what gives the Paladins their terrifying power, allowing them to harness the very essence of life itself. There are also those who believe that the Crimson Paladins are involved in this secret alliance with other shadowy factions in New Eden. Whispers of darker ties, with some suggesting that the Khanid royal family itself may have dabbled in the Sanisabic practices. The Khanid king's ruthless rise to power and his kingdom's survival against numerous odds could be seen as evidence of some form of pact or alliance with darker forces. The Crimson Paladins, with their supposedly access to ancient forbidden knowledge, could have played a role in this, providing the Khanid with the means to secure the rule. These conspiracies mostly suggest that the Paladins are working with rogue scientists, bioengineers who have gone mad with their experiments, perhaps to create a new form of life, or abominations that are neither fully human or fully machines. These creatures, it is said, that is being bred in hidden laboratories deep within the Blood Raider space, and they are most likely being prepared for a war that will shake the foundations of New Eden. But that's not all. Some even go as far as to claim the Crimson Paladins have found a way to manipulate the very fabric of reality. They point to the strange anomalies that have been reported in the regions controlled by the Blood Raiders. Anomalies where time seemed to warp and twist, where ships vanish without traces, only to reappear months or even years later, with no memory of what happened. Could these be the results of Paladin's experiments? Maybe, perhaps, SOE have anything to do with this, or maybe something even more terrifying. One of the most chilling theories surrounding the Crimson Paladins is that they are not the true mastermind behind their actions. The Paladins are merely pawns in a greater game, controlled by an unseen hand that guides their every move. This hand belongs to a figure only known as the Prophet, a shadowy leader who is said to communicate directly with the darkest forces in the universe. The Prophet's identity of course remains a mystery, but those who claim to have glimpsed him describes a figure shrouded in darkness, his eyes glowing with an unnatural light. So, basically, we don't know. Now, if these rumors are true, then the Crimson Paladins are far more than just a dangerous cult within the Blood Raiders. They might be the harbingers of something much worse. An ancient evil that is slowly awakening, preparing to consume everything in its path. And as the Paladins continue their blood-soaked crusade, hunting down capsuleers and draining them for their life force, they do bring this evil closer to the heart of New Eden. The true extent of the Crimson Paladins' power and their ultimate goal remains unknown and not too much researched. But one thing is certain, that they are more than they say, and their influence is spreading. More and more capsuleers fall victim to their rituals, and while the fear of the Crimson Paladins grows, the whispers of a dark deed do become louder. In the end, the story of the Crimson Paladins is one of faith twisted into madness, of bloodshed in the name of a dark religion, and of conspiracies that threaten to unravel the very fabric of reality. If you want more of this type of videos, then let me know in the comments, and fly safe, and I see you again.